Windows down, scattered clouds, smell of spring outside. Open road, you sitting close. Let's go somewhere far away.
I'm out walking Bodie this morning from the free dock here in Chesapeake, and we found a trail that brings you up a boardwalk. Oops, over here. And there's an overlook to this marsh area.
So we're up here in Chesapeake, Virginia, and we're passing through all this crazy shipping docks. Nothing we haven't seen, but this whole setup is new to us. So we've seen all these in Houston, but this is a busy place. It's a whole working area along this river, and we're coming up to Chesapeake Bay up here, not too far. But this is pretty wild. Come up to a rail bridge up here. That rail bridge is raised up right now, so they raise those up most of the time unless a train passes. So we're going to go under that rail bridge, and then there's a giant road bridge. I think it's 145 feet up, something like that.
Today is Saturday, and we finally arrived in the lower part of the Chesapeake Bay today. And we're anchored right now at Hospital Point, Anchorage. There's a music festival going on across the river here. This is a naval hospital. Today's Sunday, and we're heading up to Hampton, Virginia. And I was steering, and the AIS has been going off a lot because there are a lot of big ships in this area. And Chris came up and said, "Did you know there's a big ship behind you?" And here it is. It's coming past us now. Get the lifelines in here so you can see how close it is. We're going past the Norfolk International Terminal along the ICW on the way to Hampton, Virginia. Sunday evening, and we're here at the Salt Ponds Marina in Hampton, Virginia. We just got here about 15 minutes ago or so. We got all the lines put on, and in a couple minutes we're going to go for a walk and check things out, see where the office is. They're closed right now, so we'll have to go check in tomorrow morning.
So as usual, you never know what life's going to throw at you. On our way up the East Coast, I got word that my mother was in hospice, and she did pass away, and so we made the decision to come into Chesapeake Bay. We were heading up to Chesapeake anyway for hurricane season, but we ended up stopping in Salt Ponds Marina so that we could be somewhere stationary. Um, I've got a family trust that I've got to deal with. My father had passed away a few years back, and so we made the difficult decision that we're going to have to stop for a little while and get all this stuff settled. And but it's a reminder of how quickly things can change, and all the more reason why we're trying to get out and see the world while we can, and do the things we want to do while we still have time and are young enough to do it. Um, the Salt Ponds Marina is nice. It's um, it's more affordable than even when we were in Texas. Um, Although the Waterford Harbor was a really nice marina, the Salt Ponds Marina is a little bit older. Maybe not quite as nice as the Waterford Harbor was, but it's more affordable and there's a lot of natural beauty around it. Um, so we're trying to just take all that in while we're staying here dealing with the family issues, and we're getting to see a lot of beautiful sunsets and a lot of nature. And so Bodie's liking it because he's getting to meet other dogs and he gets to kind of run around. And Chesapeake Bay is literally just a walk up the boardwalk along the marina, and then we cross the street and we're at Chesapeake Bay. And there's a beach there that Carla can walk Bodie on and pick up shells and check out, whatever's hanging out on the beach. Um, so it's a really nice place, and it's not a bad place to be stopped for a little bit. So we're going to try to enjoy it while we're here. We were hoping to, just stay in Chesapeake until the end of the hurricane season. And we were going to leave somewhere in October to head south and then go over to the Bahamas. But plans have changed, and we won't be able to leave Chesapeake until March. And then from there, we'll decide what we're going to do. We're either going to go up and check out more of the East Coast, um, or we're going to possibly head south. We haven't really decided yet exactly what route we're going to take. But in between, we'll do some videos on maybe the tour of our Morgan 41, some of the work that we've been doing. We're upgrading things. We're adding additional solar into our system, and we added a new autopilot. So we'll have two autopilots. We had so many problems with our Garmin autopilot on the way up that we decided, man, we're going to put in a second autopilot, and that way we've got two, and hopefully we'll always have at least one functioning to keep us going. But we've done a ton of work on the boat, and we're hopefully making it better for our next sort of chapter in what we're doing. And but anyway, we hope you enjoy this video. It's a shorter video, but you'll see some of the photos and some of the video of what we're seeing here in Chesapeake, and it's very pretty. So anyway, we hope that we'll add some new videos that'll hopefully be interesting, and we'll think of some way to keep the videos going, probably every couple of weeks or so. But anyway, we appreciate you watching, and we'll see you soon.
Today's Thursday, and this is some surf, high winds from Hurricane Idalia, which was south of us. And it looks like it's cold out, but it's actually in the mid-70s today. Oh, and there's a surfer out there in the water.
sitting close. Let's go somewhere far away. 'Cause if all I have is you, then I'll be just fine. Yeah, I'll be just fine. Heading for the western